Through August 17, 2026, 2,974 acres burned, 48,617 fires, 169% of the 10-year average. Those are not projections. That is the verified year-to-date total from the National Interagency Fire Center. For context, 2015, 2017, and 2020 each finished the full calendar year above 10 million acres. 2026 is on pace to challenge every one of those benchmarks, and peak fire season is not yet behind us. Tonight, 88 large fires uncontained, 18 states affected, 29,363 personnel deployed nationwide. And the atmospheric setup over the next 72 hours is not trending toward relief. Here's the full analysis. We begin where the crisis is most concentrated, the Pacific Northwest, operating at National Preparedness Level 5. PL5 is the ceiling. It means every available national fire resource is already committed. There is no reserve. 55 large fires, 2,077,830 cumulative acres, 17,006 personnel in this one geographic area alone. Let's start with scale. The Big Grass Fire, 25 miles southwest of Jordan Valley, eastern Oregon. 582,226 acres, the largest single fire burning in the United States as of this morning's NIFC report. 55% contained, which represents real operational progress, with $52 million spent to get there. Grass, brush, and timber, active flanking and torching. This fire is not finished. Structures remain threatened. The Little Giant Fire, 30 miles northwest of Leavenworth, Washington, 129,169 acres, only 10% contained. Active flanking, backing, and torching, 26 structures already lost, $52.3 million spent. Containment date, October 1st. That projected containment date tells you something important. This fire is expected to remain active for weeks. Rowe Creek Complex, 10 miles south of Fossil, Oregon, 373,783 acres, 89% contained, $74 million. 33 structures lost, nearing the finish line, but not there yet. And the weather this weekend complicates that. Now, the fire I want to spend the most time on tonight, the Rosenbaum Fire, Grant, Sheeler Counties, Oregon, 230 acres, 0% contained, extreme fire behavior, uphill runs, active torching, short-range spotting. Why does a 230-acre fire matter when we just discussed 500,000-acre fires? Because of what's coming this weekend. Red flag warnings for abundant lightning are in effect through the entire weekend across this region. Rosenbaum is exactly what a dry lightning event looks like 24 hours after ignition. Zero containment, extreme behavior. Every new lightning strike this weekend is a potential Rosenbaum, and forecasters are expecting hundreds of strikes. The Bologna complex in the same county, Bologna at 409 acres, 61% lightning caused, making progress. Cottonwood, 722 acres, 93% contained. Little Bear, 67 acres, 76%, both trending toward full containment. 4 fires, 1 command structure. That is the operational complexity of the Pacific Northwest tonight. Now let's talk about why the Northwest is stuck in this pattern. This is the key analytical question of the season. The Pacific Northwest has been locked under what meteorologists call an atmospheric blocking pattern since mid-July. A block is when a high-pressure ridge stalls in place and refuses to move. It disrupts the normal west-to-east flow. Storm systems that would normally track through and deliver rainfall get deflected, routed north or south of the block. The result, no frontal passages, no meaningful precipitation, sustained heat, and fuels that keep drying out daily. For a block to break down, you need the right upstream configuration over the Pacific Ocean. We don't have that yet. Here's the additional complication. Monsoon moisture from the southwest is interacting with a coastal disturbance. A weak system tracking northeast off the northern California coast is destabilizing the atmosphere this weekend. That interaction triggers thunderstorm development, primarily across southeast Washington, eastern Oregon, southern Idaho. But these are not precipitation events. They are what fire weather forecasters classify as dry lightning events. The mechanism, thunderstorms form and generate lightning strikes, but the rain shaft evaporates before reaching ground. That phenomenon is called virga. You can see it, rain streaks hanging below a cloud, disappearing in midair. The fire weather implication, all of the ignition risk from lightning with none of the fuel moistening benefit of rain. Northwest fire managers are pre-positioning initial attack resources now, specifically for this weekend's dry lightning threat. East of the Cascades, Spokane, the Palouse, the Columbia Basin, high 80s to low 90s with gusty winds. Fuel moisture readings across the region are critically low. Any new ignition will be extremely difficult to catch early. Let me now walk through the 3 scenarios I see playing out over the next 5 to 7 days, with honest uncertainty built in. First, what do the models agree on? The next 3 days are high confidence dangerous. That part is not in dispute. Beyond day 3, model agreement breaks down. The spread between ensemble runs is widening. That matters for interpretation. Scenario 1, best case. A weather trough drops southward faster than current guidance suggests, around day 5 or 6. Measurable rainfall, temperatures fall 10 to 15 degrees, relative humidity recovers. Crews get a genuine working window. That window is what suppression teams need to anchor containment lines on the 0% fires before the next heat surge. Scenario 2, most likely based on current model consensus. The blocking pattern holds through approximately day 5. A weak trough arrives around day 6 or 7. Thunderstorms develop, but the moisture profile again favors dry lightning. New fire starts are probable. Existing 0% fires push perimeters. Critical fire weather persists through August 20th. Scenario 3, worst case. The blocking strengthens. The trough gets deflected north and never materializes over the region. Temperatures spike into the mid-90s east of the Cascades. A new pulse of dry lightning hits already stressed fuels. Under this scenario, Rosenbaum runs the Sand Creek Fire in Montana, 27,736 acres, 0% contained runs. Sand Creek is currently at minimal fire behavior with some precipitation yesterday. That buffer disappears in scenario 3. I want to be explicit about where my confidence is high and where it is not. Days 1 through 3, high confidence, dangerous. Days 4 through 7, genuine model disagreement. I will not assign specific rainfall chances that the data doesn't support. Now let's move south to the southern plains, where a completely different but equally serious fire weather setup is in place. Persistent high-pressure ridge is locked over the region, with no significant cold front expected for at least 48 hours. Temperatures across Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, upper 90s to near 100 Fahrenheit. Southerly winds gusting to 20 to 30 miles per hour. Relative humidity, 25 to 35%. That combination, heat, wind, low humidity, constitutes textbook critical fire weather. The National Weather Service has red flag warnings posted across a wide corridor of the southern plains tonight. 2 large fires confirm those warnings are not precautionary. Woodson Creek Fire, Throckmorton County, Texas. 11 miles southeast of Throckmorton, 2,400 acres, 5% contained, wind-driven runs and group torching documented. Residences threatened. Texas A&M Forest Service crews are on scene. This fire is actively running as of this morning. Snock Mountain Fire, 3 miles east of Neshoba, Oklahoma, declared a large fire in the last 24 hours. 647 acres, 15% containment. Official fire behavior classification from the IMSR extreme. Long-range spotting confirmed. Long-range spotting means embers are being lofted well ahead of the main fire front, creating new ignition points. That behavior, combined with 30 miles per hour gusts and 25% humidity, makes this fire particularly difficult to engage directly. The Grass Burr Fire near Paducah, Texas, 85% contained, 2,622 total acres, but here is what that containment masks. That fire grew by 1,222 acres in a single operational period yesterday. 85% contained still means active growth. These conditions, upper 90s, gusty southerlies, low humidity, are forecast to persist through at least the weekend. Moving to the southwest, the Frijoles Fire in the Santa Fe National Forest, 3 miles east of Condillo, New Mexico. 8,921 acres. 0% containment, fire behavior, short crown runs, active running fire, group torching. 544 personnel assigned. Evacuations in effect. Numerous residences threatened. No containment gains since yesterday. In Colorado, the numbers shift from acreage to dollars. Aspen Acres Fire, 20 miles southwest of Pueblo. 102,004 acres, 72% contained, 915 structures destroyed. Cost to date, $109 million, not yet fully controlled. The Post Fire, 7 miles southeast of Trinidad, 4,334 acres, 30% containment, $100.5 million in suppression costs. 2 fires. Combined cost exceeding $200 million. Some precipitation occurred over both areas yesterday. In California, the timber fire is burning in the Los Padres National Forest, 4 miles southeast of Big Sur. 4,545 acres, 12% containment, active evacuations, 1,811 personnel assigned to a fire still under 5,000 acres. That staffing ratio reflects the ecological sensitivity of the location. Big Sur is terrain that cannot be treated as routine. MP18 fire, 2 miles north of Hoopa, Humboldt County, California, 4,655 acres, only 5% contained. Active backing and flanking, numerous structures at risk, 1,434 personnel deployed. Smoke is significantly impacting air quality. On air quality, the Interagency WILDFIRE Air Quality Program has advisories in effect across numerous Oregon counties. Mitchell and Spray, Wheeler County, both communities are experiencing unhealthy for sensitive groups levels tonight. If you have asthma, heart disease, or any respiratory condition in that area, stay indoors. Close windows, limit activity. Prineville is seeing heavy smoke this morning, with some clearing expected as winds shift favorably through the afternoon. Separate from the wildfire situation and requiring its own dedicated section tonight is Hurricane Lala in Hawaii. As of this afternoon, Hurricane Lala is not approaching the Big Island. It has already made landfall there. The National Hurricane Center has confirmed Category 1 status, maximum sustained winds near 80 miles per hour at landfall. The northern eye wall is currently sweeping South Point, the southernmost tip of the Big Island, tracking northwest. Hurricane warning, Hawaii County, the Big Island. Tropical storm warnings, Maui County and Oahu. NWS rainfall forecast, 10 to 15 inches on the windward Big Island, up to 25 inches locally in terrain-enhanced areas. The NHC has flagged life-threatening flash flooding and dangerous mudslides, particularly in areas of steep terrain. If you are on the Big Island right now, shelter in place, do not be on the roads. Preparations should be complete. After passing the Big Island, Lala is forecast to turn westward Sunday, tracking south of the remaining island chain. Heavy rain and damaging winds will extend across Maui, Oahu, and Kauai through Sunday night into Monday morning. Follow all directives from Hawaii Emergency Management Agency. This is an active, life-threatening weather event. Here is the integrated picture for August 15th, 2026, what all of this means taken together. The U.S. is simultaneously managing 88 uncontained large fires across 18 states and a landfalling Category 1 hurricane. The fire season is running at 169% of the 10-year average, with 7.2 million acres burned through today's NIFC report. The atmospheric pattern driving conditions in the northwest, a blocking high, has no confirmed break in the near term. Dry lightning this weekend is the highest probability mechanism for new fire starts in the Northwest and Great Basin. The Southern Plains will remain under critical fire weather through at least the weekend, with no frontal relief expected. The 48 to 72 hours beginning now are the most consequential window, both for fire growth and for new ignition risk. I'll be back tomorrow with updated numbers on Rosenbaum, Frijoles, Fielder Mountain, the Bug Fire, and Hurricane Lala. If this analysis was useful, share it, subscribe, and turn on notifications. These situations are moving daily. 29,363 firefighters are working tonight. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay safe.